Well, hello. Welcome in, coconuts. Hello to my YouTube crew. Welcome in. We're starting a fresh piece. I got a boo-boo. Lots to talk about. And it's been a minute. So that's why I'm giving us something new, something fun. So I'm just waiting for everyone to join in while I get my stuff situated. I was able to get some new art supplies for Prime Day. Saved an impressively low amount. It's like I might as well have just bought it when I wanted it. But you know, a coin is a coin. So we'll take it. I was trying to see if I had any of my Copics up here, because I wanted to do Copics for the skin, but I don't think they're up here. If I remember, they are in my other art supply box, which is downstairs, which means ain't gonna happen. Not today. But welcome in, everyone. It's been a minute. How have you guys been? If you're not in the coloring club, it's been a little while since you've seen me. So tell me what's going on. How are you? I got some spooky tunes for us tonight. Coconuts. I have been busy, and yesterday I was planning on going live and I did not feel well. So today is my first day back, and I'm feeling disorganized, I'm feeling all over the place. So here we go. No, I'm not doing a Halloween book, but my fall book will be going on pre-order this week. And it has a couple of Halloween pages in it. So it's not a full Halloween book, but volume 5 goes on pre-sale this week. This is my coloring book, Shunda. This is Coloring with Coco volume 4. So it's the same price as all the other ones, $16.95. I'm going to start off the skin with good old Potato Brown. We love her. Just applying this to the skin. Getting straight into it. There's a lot of elements on this page, so I want to try and get a good chunk done. I know this is probably not all going to be a tonight thing, especially since I jumped on 10 minutes late. How dare I? But volume 5 has taken a lot out of me. So doing this and creating the coloring book at the same time. This is my first time creating a coloring book while also going live, because the nighttime is my creation time. So I've had to find other time to be able to create the products, because during the day we're shipping orders, we're answering questions, we're doing all the not so fun stuff. So the product creation time, I had to find when I was going to be able to do it, And it was tough. So this was a labor of love, so I hope you guys enjoy it. I wanted it to come out a little earlier than it did, but better late than never, okay? That's what they say. And that's what we say. These are Ohuhu markers. You can find the coloring books on my website, which is linked in my bio. Well, I love you too. Thank you. And again, I'm using Potato Brown. This is one of my favorite markers. I bought another skin tone set during Prime Day. I think I saved like $3. I was like, this should be a crime. This is not a Prime Day deal, okay? $3 off. That's not even covering the tax. So this one is my volume 5. Is this volume 5 or is this volume 3? This is volume 3, not volume 4. This is the self-care one. Potato brown is acting up, per usual. It wouldn't be a coloring cocoa if the marker wasn't going dry halfway through. At this point, it's like, this is what I do. My markers come, I think they don't come till Friday, so we're gonna have to make this work. Yes, I have a jade green color. Any other markers I recommend besides those? Yeah, I would recommend most alcohol-based markers with a brush tip. Honestly, the main differences you're gonna see between the brands is how long you can use the marker, like how much ink comes in the barrel, the color, and like the ink formula is pretty much going to be the same. So you're not going to get too much variety between the brands. Some are better than others. Like I feel like Ohuhu are more vibrant than Copics. So if you like a more muted look, you might like Copics better. They're far more expensive. They probably last longer. But they're, I don't know if I'm a Copic girl. I think I like the vibe of Ohuhu, you know? So I am going to get you a little more centered. I feel like I need to turn. I'm sorry if that paused you guys. Ohuhu are way less expensive than Copics. For 72 Copics, it's almost $300. And I ain't never spent $300 on Ohuhu. So, I cracked my nail. And it hurts bad. Bad. It was one of those all the way down to the bone. I know I was gone. I did a live Zoom with the coloring club. That was so fun. So I got to see the faces and we got to chit chat and color together. And it was so nice. We did that on Monday. I just needed a break from live. I was like, after last week's lives, I was like, I don't even want to go live anymore. It's not relaxing. So I needed to take a little step away. And then yesterday I planned on coming live and I was not feeling good at all. My head was killing me. You know? Yeah, come to the club, okay, guy. Come to the club. It's cool in the club. Sharpies are, I like them, but they are something that you need to have like some sort of coloring experience, I would feel, to make it work in the way that you want them to work. Sorry, I need to turn the brightness down on my ring light because I cannot see. Okay. Is that too dark? No, it should be fine. But now I can't see. Now I can't see for the other reason. I need it somewhere in between there. Ooh. Okay. Perfect. There's like a glare happening. Emerald's in here like Sharpies kicked her butt the other day when we were on Zoom. Yeah, I would say Sharpies are not the best for beginners because you need to use a lot more strategy in how you execute with those than you would like an Ohuhu marker. So personally, I wouldn't recommend it if you're just starting out, but if you know how to flick the wrist, then I say go for it. I love using Sharpies. It's fun for me. The brush tip Sharpies are even better. But it ain't easy. My favorite color pencils right now are Prismacolors, but guys, I spent $200 yesterday during Prime Day. Again, saved $0. But I spent $200 on the Caran d'Ache color pencils. So I'm going to do a side-by-side. I got the Amazon color pencils for like $22. Then I got the Caran d'Ache big set for $200 and something. And I'm going to do a side-by-side and see what we're talking about, what the differences are. So I wanted them bad for a long time, and I was like, you know what? This is your job, okay? If you don't write that off in your taxes and get them, swipe. Swipe. Quit playing. How am I supposed to be the best if I don't have the best? But honestly, I feel like I'm still gonna like Prismacolor. It's like the same thing with me with Ohuhu. I got the Ohuhus, and I was like, wow, why do I kind of like these more than my Copics? Why do I like these more? Then I'm supposed to like the Copics the best because they're most expensive. It's just not how that works, you know? Yes, got your BrüMaid cup. Love it. I have mine here on standby. Keeping my water icy. We love that. Can't play. They said they shipped out the units for me to do my giveaway. So more to come with that very soon. You prefer Arteza, I never know how to say that, over Ohuhu and Copics? I haven't tried those. They're at the top of the pyramid for you? Yeah, you know, I feel like at this angle we gotta give her contour. Crayola, oh, I have a whole video on these nails on my page if you want to get the screenshot. Crayola color pencils are not bad, but they're not great. You're definitely gonna feel a difference using Prismacolors versus using colored pencils from Crayola. I didn't get Prismacolors on Prime Day. I got Caran d'Ache, if that's how you say it. And I'm very excited. That's what like the real, like the color penciled artist uses. So I'm looking forward to giving that a try. I'm literally looking at my phone screen to color because I can't see my screen. See my paper, but that's okay. This is a weird, I don't know why this setup feels different than usual because there's a glare on the paper in real time that I cannot see. But we gonna make it work, okay? I'm not new to this, I'm true to this. Okay. Just contouring out. I can't wait to try those other color pencils because color pencils, like, for me, are the hero. I love my markers, but if I don't have the color pencil on top, it's just not the same. It's just not the same. So, let's see. The Caran d'Ache were $200. $209. Very serious. No, I do not sell my coloring pages for commercial use. Remove the glare. I know I can't see. I think it's just like the top of the page. Nothing else has that glare. It's just her face. It's wild. I'm just going in with a darker marker to deepen up some of those shadows. You've used all the professional and Prismacolor are the best. I feel like that's what the conclusion I'm gonna come to. I just go so hard for Prismacolor. I vibe with them. So we'll see. I feel like they're just simple, easy to use. You don't need to finesse them or do too much. You open them up and you get to work. I like that. So, hey y'all. Ashley W., I'm sorry for your loss. Oh, Ashley, did you have a loss? Let me scroll. No, the men's are out. The men's are out. The Prismacolor color pencils, I spent, I don't know, I bought like them over time. Like I started with a smaller kit and then I got more. They're pricier than, you know. Oh my God, Ashley, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry, Ashley. I am so sorry. Sending you prayers, sending you anything and everything you need for comfort for you and your family. I am so sorry to hear that. Whatever you need, Ashley, just let me know. Okay. I am so sorry. There's so much happening these days, like strange times, sad times, hard times. So we color our way through it. It's not even words, I can't imagine. All right. I feel like I'm doing pretty good for me to not be able to see. It's looking pretty good. All right. I'm gonna take my peach. Absolutely, we can dedicate this to Ashley's mom. Absolutely. So I'm taking light peach. I'm going to start to add a little highlights at the high points. She's just in her little reading nook, but she's serving. She is moisturized. She didn't come to play, okay? She said, yeah, I'm just reading here. But face card never declined. Don't blame me. Don't blame me. Okay, I mess up all the time. I mess up all the time. Okay. Just add in those little spots of highlights. And I'm just looking at the parts of her body that would be a little bit higher. That would reflect the light a little more. Add a little shine. These are Prismacolor color pencils. So with these ones, they lay right on top of whatever's underneath them really nicely. And you can build on top. Unlike the Crayola color pencils, those ones, you're not going to get that same kind of pigmentation that you would with a Prismacolor. I want to put a little pink tones on her cheeks. You know, just a little blushy blush. Nothing too crazy. A little bit on the nose. That's always cute when the girls blush their nose a little bit. Very cute. Okay. And I'm just kind of bouncing around. You do not see my 2024 calendar because it's not there. They do not come out yet. So in the video, I said 2024 is coming soon. No, I do not have a date. Yes, it will be soon. That's what that meant. Yeah, learning how to do makeup definitely helps. Definitely helps. I'm just using a little blue and color theory. If you understand how colors interact with one another, that will help you a lot. All right, let me turn my Wi-Fi off. This happened last time. So it's gonna pause for a second while I turn my Wi-Fi. Turn my Wi-Fi off. That should help with the freezing. I think this happened last time. So question, shit in the blue have went first? Well, thank you. I do sell them books. I do. Linked in my bio. Okay. Oops. I'm dropping stuff. Alright. That looks pretty nice. I'm gonna do a natural hair color on her because we have a lot of elements and I don't want it to get overwhelming. So I'm going to layer first. This is Raw Umber BR1 from Ohuhu. And I'm just going to feather the hairline. Oh, you were saying, should I have used blue first? Is there a reason why I would use it first versus... I think I just layer, so I did the red first and then I came in with the blue. Depends on what look you're going for. I don't think there's really a right or a wrong. I like my shadows to have a cool tone, so I've been finishing with the blue. But that's all preference. I went to school for fashion design, so I took art courses. But I would say my coloring is 100% self-taught. My digital art is 100% self-taught. The best thing you can do is just draw, really. Study, observe, learn from other artists, see things that you like, try it out, iterate, but the best way to get better at it is to do it, you know. I think we get stuck in our heads with a lot of things, and 99% of the time, the best way to get better at something is by doing it, you know. You can't think your way into learning how to sing. Same thing with art. Just start somewhere and see what feels good, what looks good to you, and keep improving. So this is my base color. It's a little bit lighter than what the final color will be, and that was raw umber. So now, and I'm using Ohuhu markers. Okay, grab your screenshots. This is what it's about. So now I'm going to take Y13 chestnut brown, and you give up because you don't think it's good enough. That's the opposite reason of why you should give up. If it's not good enough, that means you should do it more. You know? I think you have to get comfortable in the stage of not being good at something. You know? To get better, you have to fight through that. That's the only difference between what makes someone an expert or a professional, is someone who's willing to go through all the ugly, all the not so good, all the being the worst in the room to get to the other side. If you're not willing to go through that, then there's only so far you're going to be able to get in your craft. It's like what you're doing right now very well might not be good enough. It might not be to the standard that you want it to be. And you got to fix that. You can't fix it by leaving it alone. You got to go through that and figure out why is this not good enough? Why don't I like this? What should I be doing better? Because half of it, really, in terms of my journey, has been figuring out what I don't like about my work and fixing that one thing at a time. And that's how I formed my taste. That's how I formed my style. A lot of what you become is from learning how to fix the things you don't like. You know, usually you don't start off in a perfect place where it's like, I really like this and I'm going to keep doing it. Usually it's like, wow, that's really bad. I don't want it to look like that anymore. How do I fix it? You know? So don't give up. If it means something to you, fight through the ugly. I fight through the ugly every day. I was trying to draw I have one page left now in volume 5. And the way these faces were looking, I was like, ain't no way. Ain't no way you're a professional artist. This is unacceptable. And I was like, I'm just going to start over tomorrow. Sometimes you're like, I got to call it. I got to throw in the towel tonight because this is not giving. And that's okay. And then the next day you get up and you do it again. You do it better. You learn. I'm like, okay, I tried it this way. Didn't give me the desired effect. I'm going to try it another way. Bada bang, bada boom. Improvement. All right. Now I'm going to go in with a good old color pencil. Get you guys even closer. And just start to add in even more fine detail. This is where it starts to transform for me. Adding in some texture, some depth, dimension, yada, yada, yada. All the art words, that's what we're doing. All the art words. And the curls. I do not have color by numbers. That would be really hard for me to do. That would be really hard. I think I would need to like hire someone to do that for me. That would be so time consuming. Because I would literally have to like mark out every place that has a color, only use certain colors, be able to tell you where to put it. Like that would actually be really hard. It would make it easier for y'all. But harder for me. Yeah, I think I get into the decision paralysis. I get into that all the time, so I feel you on that. I think what helps me is like if I just want to color, find your color palette first. Go on Pinterest, search color palettes, and find one that fits with the supplies you have, that fits with the vibe you want for the picture, and just be like, okay, here's my palette, and work with that. So you don't have to think. You can just enjoy. It will come out good, and you don't have to make too many decisions. You know? But ultimately, I feel like it's just one of those things where if it's something that's stressing you out, then it might not be a good time to color, you know? Because it's supposed to be enjoyable, and sometimes I'm just not in the mood. Sometimes the thought of coloring is like, yeah, that's going to put me in a whole bad mood. It's going to put me in a whole bad mood. So any other art forms you do? Well, I make the coloring books myself. I'm also a digital artist, so I make art prints, I make stationery, so product design. I also do some sketching, you know, from time to time. I do all kinds of art. I just don't paint. Not because I don't want to, because I don't know how. You know, that was going to require. I'm still going to push for paint by number. Don't hold your breath, baby. Don't hold your breath. I don't know too much of there. It's not making its way onto the to-do list yet. I'll say that. Oh, you got a metallic Posca pen? Me likey. In the new book, Can You Make a Girl That Has a Belly Ring? Child, 19 out of the 20 pages are done. And the last page has no bellies in the pic. But I don't think there's any bellies in the pic because it's a fall-inspired one. So the girlies are in sweaters. But maybe for the next spring or summer one, I'll give you a little belly ring. Okay. I know someone told me in the coloring club that they got Posca colored pencils. I'm gonna see if I can find some locally. I knew I wanted to go to Michael's for something. I gotta see where I can get those. If they're like pigmented like the Posca paint pens, sometimes a lot of pigmentation. It's similar to like anyone who wears makeup. But you ever find an eyeshadow palette or something where it's like, okay, this John is too pigmented. Have you walking out here looking like Bozo? I'm like, wait a minute, I wasn't ready. Sometimes I need, turn it down a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah, Juvia's will literally have you walking out here looking like Bozo. Like, don't apply any kind of pressure. None whatsoever. Amazon has the Posca color pencils. I wanted somewhere I could just go grab them. I want to see. Sometimes I'll be tired of like Amazon. I'm like, I just want to go to the store and get it. I want to see it first. Hold it in my hand. These are Ohuhu markers. You should, when you get time, give a coloring page stretch marks. Well, you would color in the stretch marks. You wouldn't want black stretch marks to be already on the page, because then it's not going to look like stretch marks. It's going to look like stripes. When you color your coloring book, you can get them stretch marks by adding in with the different colors, you know? Makes sense? Yep, you could do these as leggings. Alright. This marker is winding down. I do love me a potato brown. I'm not even mad at you, girl. Some of these other girls, they clocked out when it wasn't their time, but you deserve it. You deserve it. You worked hard. I got another one of you coming on Friday, so I'm not even mad. Just give me what you got for now. Just give me what you got. Alright. I beat this marker down. I'm not even mad. Thank you, Emma. Where do you get this stuff at? What stuff? I'm about to turn into Miranda Priestley. Stuff? What do you mean, stuff? Okay. Oh my gosh, Emma, thank you so much. Emma came prepared. Emma came with her wallet. She said, let me throw some coins at it. Thank you, Emma. They're like little white spots I can't. Then get your ass out. Oh my God. You somebody holding you at gunpoint to be in this live? Y'all kill me. Be more like Emma. Okay? Be like Emma. Alrighty. Oh, so we ignorant spelled incorrectly. Oh, okay. One of us is. One of us sure is. That's for sure. Giggles. All right. Now we do our color pencil. We're gonna add in our base layer. This is my Prismacolor color pencil in Sienna Brown. Listen, I told y'all last time I'm not dealing with the nonsense in the chat, okay? We either keep it positive or we don't. Period. This is a safe space. We're coloring, y'all. We're coloring. It's just vibes. I got the spooky playlist on for y'all. What's my favorite art supply brand? Probably Prismacolor. Or Crayola. I feel like Crayola is mother, you know? She started it all. She started it all. She's what got Coco into all of it. So we always got to pay her respect. But then Prismacolor is a fast follow. I feel like I could use any alcohol-based marker and make it look good if I have Prismacolors. You know? It smooths everything out. It gives it a nice even base. It allows me to add dimension. It gives it the depth. Like, I'm unstoppable with a Prismacolor on top. It covers every sin. Okay? How to Get Away with Murder? Prismacolors. I could have told Annalise should have asked me. I would have told her. Would have been over and done in season 1. Okay? Nails. Someone asked. And then there you go. Can I stop talking for the ASMR? I'm not trying to be rude. There's literally 500 people doing ASMR right now. I don't do ASMR. I color. So, but what you can do is you can go to the link in my bio and you can buy a coloring book and I'll send it to you. And then you can color it at home and you can be silent while you color it. And then you'll get the ASMR. You know? That's my recommendation. Works like a charm. The internet, I think TikTok has made, because I can tell when it's like the youngins, right? They come in, they think they can just say anything, you know? Bizarre. I'm not trying to be rude, insert rude comment immediately after. That's my fave. All right, I'm switching it up. I know, I hate that when there's a lot of people in here, I have to be spicy cocoa. I hate it, because the point of it is for vibes. Relaxing vibes. Then I gotta come in here on 10. That's why I was like, I don't even want to come on live anymore. People make it not fun. The markers bleed through the back, but I make my coloring book single-sided. So I have a protective silicone base that I put behind it. There's nothing on this side of the paper, so you can enjoy your markers without ruining the other side of the page. We love that. Comments are moving fast. There was a question in there I wanted to answer, but I couldn't read it fast enough. I'm not gonna stop the lives, but I think the schedule is gonna adjust. I gotta make some changes, you know? Cause I can't come in here 5 days a week fighting for my life. I can't. So, just blending everything out. Now I'm going to take the light peach. This is light peach, again, Prismacolor. And just add some highlights, you know, just lightly down the center of the leg. And then I'm going to also add some on that outer edge. And a little bit of that glow. All right. So, scoochy, scoochy. Gucci, Gucci. All right. Looking good. Do her lips. Let's see what color. colors I've got in the kit. Is this the color I like, or is this that really dark one? Yeah, this is cute. Okay. Then I'm gonna go in and do some shading. These are, oh, no, not Ohuhu pencils. These are Prismacolor pencils. So I'm gonna take Tuscan Red and just deepen that top lip a little bit. And a little on the bottom of that to give it a two-tone effect. And then I'm going to take my white Posca pen. This is the mini. And this allows me to add some sparkle, sprinkle, shiny lip gloss. Okay. So one thing I know for sure is I want her to be on a blue velvet chair. That's one thing I know, so I'm gonna start there and work my way back from there. So that was a Posca pen, a mini Posca pen. So I'm just getting my colors together. Is this the same one I already have? Okay. This is how I look when I read, but I'm in my yoga pants. Love it. Can I see to screenshot? Okay. My favorite part to color and highlight is the skin. Alright. So I am going to... Oh, you want to screenshot the Posca pen? This is it. Go ahead. Okay, I'm out. So, I am going to go ahead and start adding this in. I want it to be a very plush, velvety chair. And I'm just going to use long, continuous strokes here to get that even, streak-free application. Move you over a little bit, scoot, scoot. This is a digital drawing I started years ago and I never finished. So I put it in my coloring book so I would be forced to finish it one day. And here we are. So, not applying too much pressure around the edges because I do not want to have too much bleeding. Sometimes with markers that don't get used a lot, there's a lot of ink, which adds to the bleeding. So I'm just trying to be a little more soft and gentle around those edges. I don't mind coloring outside of the lines, but if I can prevent it, I will. Because by the end of it, I know it all kind of gets cleaned up. But this is a dark color, so that'll be a little more tricky for me. You know? These are Ohuhu markers. Thank you for the nail love. The chat is moving too quick for me, so I don't know what y'all talking about. This is one of those pages that every time I saw it, I was like, I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna get to it. There's so many elements where it's like, dang, I feel like I'm gonna be coloring forever. But I'm happy that I finally had the guts to do it, because I know she's gonna be bomb. That was never the problem. It was, do I have the energy to invest? Real light-handed on those edges. As long as the ink is wet when you're using these alcohol markers, you're gonna be able to avoid those streaks. And as long as your marker is not dry. If the marker is dry, you're gonna see some streaks. This blue is PB3 Cobalt Blue in Ohuhu. So it's a very, very pretty color. I would like a velvet chair this color in real life. Let me scoot you guys over so you can see what I'm doing over here. Again, continuing those long continuous strokes down the entire section. I like to do section at a time so that anywhere there is a seam, it kind of blends into whatever's happening with the line art, I know, me too. I've always wanted a blue velvet like accent chair like this color, and every time I find one, it's either too like electric or too navy. I'm like, no, this is not the right color. I want this color, this exact color. I need to bring this picture with me. Like, y'all got this chair. I drew it in my coloring book. I need this exact chair, or I don't want it. I was in somebody else's live, a guy who was drawing like a spooky scene, and he was drawing it on his iPad. He was in Procreate, and I was like, wow, like this is what it feels like to like watch somebody do this. I get caught up in it too. Meanwhile, I'm like, I need to be drawing, but I'm watching you draw. I like that. He was drawing a castle. He was drawing Freddy Krueger and Jason driving a van. There was a witch. He was drawing it all right there. I was like, oh, you, sir, are talented. Because whenever I draw live, girls be having the leaning heads and the crossed eyes. I'm like, girl, get it together and act like you know how to draw, please. Thank you. So you don't gotta embarrass yourself. It's all right. Just forget it. Stick to the coloring. Making my way across. Let me get you guys in position. When we had our Zoom call this week, I was able to show the coconuts my setup of me in my walk-in closet, which is why I suspect the Wi-Fi is not too strong, because I'm literally in my closet now. I'm gonna have to get like a router or extender or something. But it's quiet and it's warm, unlike my basement. And when I'm done, I just jump out the closet and I get in the bed. It works perfectly. I know. Listen, we all here and we shouldn't be. We all supposed to be in bed. And here we are, okay? Here we are. We could be doing something bad. Could be doing something way worse. Okay? So remember that. Scoochie, scoochie. Gucci, Gucci. Like, if you stayed up late and you were just watching somebody color on the internet, I don't think that's bad. I don't think that's bad. There's somebody doing something way worse right now as we speak. All right. It's looking good. How do I make my coloring books? So I start off by creating all my digital illustrations. I use an iPad Pro, Apple Pencil, second generation, and the app I use is Procreate. Once I get all of my pages completed, I order them. So I go through like I'm creating a book and I arrange them. I don't want pages that are too similar to be next to each other. I want there to be a flow. I flip through it a few times. Then I send it off to my printer to get a production sample made. My printer is local, so I can get a sample same day sometimes, but usually by the next day. I flip through it, make sure everything flows, make sure I like it, make sure things are not cut off, etc. And then I'm like, it's good to go, Patrick. And then I'm like, hey, can you print off 1,000 of those? Thank you. And then I take my production sample, I photograph it, I do all that. And then I get on TikTok and I say, hey, y'all, I did it again. I done did it again. I got another coloring book for y'all. And boom, another one is created. I sell all of my coloring books. I have 4 volumes. They're all available on my website, linked in my bio. And they are very popular. We love it. And the Coconuts have asked me to create a fall one. And I literally pulled this thing out of thin air. Okay? You took everything out of me. But it's here. She will be released this week. If you're in the coloring club, y'all already know, you get the discount, you get the early release, you get all of that. So stay tuned. If you're not in the coloring club, it's still going to be on pre-order. And that will be coming soon because I don't know how many to get. This is so pretty. This is too pretty. That blue? Come on, man. All right. Now to get the velvet look requires you to kind of play with lights and darks in a certain way where it looks plush but not shiny. We don't want it to look shiny. We want it to look velvety. So I'm gonna see what these colors look like on top of here. Okay, nice. That's a really nice color match. So I can put down the base. And I just did this section so it was like inconspicuous in case it looked crazy. Then I'm gonna go in with the black and kind of add a little shadow here for the curvature to show that it's kind of pillowy. And then I'm going to take the white and ever so lightly go through here and then also right along the seam. There's usually a little shine there for the velvet. Okay? And then I'm going to do that all the way across. So going in with the base color, this is a pretty similar match to the color, but it gives me a base to blend on top of. I'm using moderate pressure because I'm going to apply color on top, so I don't want it to be too thick. And then give me a minute. I see the other arm. I see it. Y'all are so funny. You think I'm gonna color this whole page and just leave this? I'm gonna color the whole page. I'm gonna leave this like this. Every time y'all call stuff out, I leave it. Every time. Funny. I use Ohuhu markers and Prismacolor color pencils. I'm gonna color the whole page and leave the arm for sure. Just to get the girlies a good time. Take you on a spin. I do things out of order. Y'all just saw the way I colored this. I do things out of order. Don't blame me. Thank you. Now I'm gonna go in with the white. Go down that middle section. Real light. We don't want it to look super shiny, because then it's gonna look like satin or silk. We want the look to be velvet plush. Get what I'm saying? These are Ohuhu markers. Okay. So it's all coming together. Just filling in the base color. Gives me something to blend on. And this one is ultramarine blue, Prismacolor. Oh, yes, it's okay to purchase as a white person. It's okay. It's encouraged for all people to buy it. That's how I make my living, actually. Now I'm gonna take the black again and go in right here. It's called the deep Negro sigh. It just came out of me. I didn't even mean to do that. Just came on out. Using black for shadows is such a risk. You think so? I don't think so with colored pencils. I don't think so. If I was using paint, I would never use black. But to get this little crushed velvet look that we're going for, nah, because I can control how much pressure I'm applying, so it's pretty safe. But I'm a trained professional, you know? But I agree that in most instances, black is not the answer for shading. I'm just going through the middle, adding in that slight shine, very slight. We want it to be plush, not shiny. Just going. And adding in a little bit of shine. So you see this side, those little pieces have been done. This side has not been done. Okay? So I'm going to come over here. Thank you for the gifts. As you can see, we have the accent white arm of the chair. Love her. And then I am going to color it now, though, so that it can be dry by the time I need to do the color pencil. So the gig is up. The gig is up. Because I have to do the color pencil eventually. Light pressure around those edges. We are minimizing bleed by using less pressure. How much for that? It's $16.95. All right. Just going in. Flat layer. And we'll let her dry. Thank you for the gifts. People fall asleep here all the time. It's part of... Ellie, do you have actual OCD? Do you have actual OCD? Let's unnormalize that. Let's unnormalize calling things OCD. That's a very serious mental health issue. Because I get very concerned when people throw that around. Doing good, doing good. So just laying that base in. Now I'm putting in the shadow. These are colored pencils. The base was ultramarine blue. Now I'm using a black Prismacolor light-handedly to get that depth and give it that fuzzy wuzzy was a bare texture that we're going for, you know? What coloring book do I use if I use one? This is Coloring with Coco Volume 3. It was created by a black artist. She's very talented. She goes by Coloring with Coco on TikTok, if you want to look her up. Very talented. Very gorgeous, very stunning. Just 10 out of 10 all around, if you ask me. I think the link to it is in her bio as well. She is pretty amazing. I know her pretty well. Not to brag, but I do know the artist. She's pretty chill. She's like super humble. She would never like come on here and tell y'all about herself, but that's what I'm here for. All right. Next section. 99th. Her name is Coloring with Coco on TikTok. Am I Coco? Why would you think that? Why would I be talking like this if I were Coco? I'm just a fan. You thought I was Coco? Oh my gosh. Well, I am so sorry to mislead you. I am not Coco. I am a fan of Coco. Big fan. If I could be her, listen, if I could be her, I would. But, you know, I just have to be me. And that's okay. No, I'm just poking fun. We always say the coconuts. I'm like, listen, the best way to market your brand is to act like you're not the owner of your brand. And then everyone is like, ooh, let me check it out. I am Coco, for anyone who's new and is genuinely confused. It is me. I am her. I've been caught. It is the softest chair. I just know it is. Yes, we can go through the pages. We can. Yeah, it's all a marketing tactic. If I act like I am not Coco, people suddenly become more interested. It's psychology. I ain't saying it's right. I'm just saying it's true. I got. There's this girl, I had to follow her from that. She was talking about her eyelash glue. I don't even wear eyelashes, so let's start there. But she was tugging on them things. She was like, it's a black-owned business, She was going through. She said the name of the company. I was like, oh, let me go check it out. Brought me right back to her page. I said, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Don't you embarrass me when I'm in my room by myself watching TikTok. I was like, yeah, I'm going to follow you for that. But don't ever do that again. I don't wear eyelash glue. But I respected her. We are mutuals on here now, so love that for us. And I learned something that day. I learned something. It's crazy how like just a little bit of white gives it the velvet, but if I were to go crazy in the middle, it would automatically look like satin or silk or something shiny. It's crazy. Thank you. It is Friday the 13th this week. I don't like when Friday the 13th is in October. I feel like that's double the spook. Double the spook magook. That's too much spooky. You know? Friday the 13th. Crushed velvet, I would have to look at a picture to figure out how I would best do that, but I feel like that would be kind of tricky because there's lots of like dark spots and light spots and it can look patchy, so you would have to really figure out how to best make it translate so that the person looking at it knows that it's crushed velvet, you know? So yeah, you know, I gave you a little Halloween tune. You know, just a little something. It's the least I could do. Just a little something for the vibes. Maybe we'll do a Halloween themed coloring session on Friday. For Friday the 13th. Y'all know I'm not really down with Halloween all the way. I don't really get into it all the way. I'm not anti-Halloween. I'm just not a Halloween girly, you know? Halloween is just in the way for me to get to Christmas. That's what I feel like. But I'm not anti. No Halloween slander. So I'll give y'all a little Halloween extravaganza on Friday. Because Emerald probably on here sleeping. If she's awake, say hello. Emerald had a great idea in the coloring club for me to do the Sanderson sisters. So that will be in the next coloring book. I'm almost finished with it, so maybe that will be what I color on Friday for us. And I gave them like curly hair and dreadlocks and cornrows, but they're the Sanderson sisters, and it's so cute. Oh, I can't wait. And it was giving me a hard time. Child, it was making me fight for my life. Me and my iPad were beefing. But it's so cute. No black earrings. Okay? And I'm in the middle of telling a story. Don't be rude. Anyway, so I'm so excited for next Friday. And we're going to have a blast. I don't know what I'm going to do. Should I get a smoke machine? What makes it spooky? You know? I'm going to get something. Witch's Brew. Green backlight. Okay. We'll do something, but then I feel like I can't see what I'm doing. Everything is going to be all distorted if I'm coloring in the green lights. Can it be the freebie in the coloring book, in the coloring club? I could do that. That's a good idea. I feel like the coloring club basically already got the fall. Y'all basically already have volume 5. But you'll have it as a download and you'll also have it in a hard copy. Y'all are the reason why there is a volume 5, so I'm not even mad at it. But we're doing like a full fall drop, so we're going to have stickers, we're going to have art prints, we're going to have journals. It's going to be a fall extravaganza. And then straight into holiday. This playlist is Lo-Fi Hip Hop Halloween Edition on YouTube. If you Google that, it will be the first one. Not Google it. If you search for that on YouTube, it will be the first one. Even though YouTube is owned by Google, so I guess it's kind of synonymous, but you know what I mean. What are you talking about, girl? When I color so aggressively, I'm barely touching the page. You mean quickly? If watching somebody color makes you anxious versus relaxed, I think what would be best for us all is to swipe. There's somebody glue sticking a mic, just a swipe away. Maybe that's more your speed. There's somebody whispering sweet nothings, just a swipe away. I don't want to cause anybody to have any anxiety. We're here to vibe. We're here to relax. And if the way I do things makes you stop your relaxation to comment on here, then I think that you should just find your happy. Find your happy. I don't want to get in the way of that. So I'm going to post a TikTok of what this looks like. You don't have to stick around. You can see the finished product on my page. And you don't have to be anxious. You can just see the quick hits, the little snippets. You don't got to worry. Volume 2 by itself will be available again in the next couple of weeks once the holiday collection drops. So if you come back in before the end of the month, you'll be able to get it by itself. You know? I love spicy cocoa. You know, a little spicy hot cocoa. The thing is this is not supposed to be what it is here. You know? I'm supposed to be icy. I'm supposed to be chill. You know? I do like Crayola. You know, I keep Crayola strapped. I keep her ready. Just in case. You never know. You never know. Okay? I'm never too grown for a Crayola moment. That's that pumpkin spice cocoa. You know? Extra spice. Just a little bit. How you not accidentally marking the dress? I feel like at this point I have pretty good control. But I go outside the lines all the time. I just know how to fix it, so I'm not super pressed about it, but I do have pretty good handles on it, okay? Can't play basketball, but I can flick the wrist, okay? I can flick the wrist. Bob Ross for coloring. Listen, that's the highest honor, okay? Bob Ross had me knocked out drooling on the living room floor at a young age. I was trying to learn how to paint. That's why I can't paint now, because he was putting me to sleep. Okay. How do you know what to highlight and what to shade? So I do what I call intuitive shading, where I kind of put things where it feels right. But the real rule is, wherever there would be a high point where light would be catching it, you want to highlight. So like if you're looking at a face, tip of the nose, cupid's bow, above the brow, cheekbone, chin, those are all areas of your face. Oh, thank you, Peaches. And I love that your name is Peaches. Oh my gosh, obsessed. Those are the points of the face that stick off the face, so you're gonna have that shine. And then places that go in, thank you so much for the gifts. The places that go in, like your under your cheekbone, whatever that's called, where you would contour, under your lip, under your nose, under your eyes. Those are all areas that sink into the face that would cause you to put a shadow. And then like same applies here. Like this part is underneath this, so it's going to be darker because the top cushion is creating a shadow on the bottom cushion. So I'm just adding in some depth there. Underneath where she's sitting would have a shadow, so I'm going to add that depth in there. I get them done at a nail shop. My nail tech's name is Katie, and she's fabulous. I did press-ons during COVID, and I'm not a press-on girly. I have a 6-year-old, those things, and he was 3 at the time. Those things were popping off left and right. I was trying to potty train. It was COVID. It was stressful. I was like, you know what? Just take the fingers. Forget the nails and the fingers. Just take it all. I can't. So, what happened, Ashes? I missed it. What I miss? Thank you for the nail love. It won't let you join the coloring club. What? Is it giving you an error message? I feel like this happened last time. I'm not done, y'all. It says invalid. I emailed you. I know you're busy. Okay, so I'll find it in my email. Did you email Andrea or info@Shop Coco Michelle? So I know where to look. Can one of the Coloring Club coconuts put it in the Discord for me so I don't forget? I'm not pressing hard at all. I'm building up gradually. Thank you. So I'm just going in, adding. Just going through. And it's like a push and pull. So I'll do some shadows, I'll do some highlight, I'll do some shadows, I'll do some highlight, Can I be added in the Coloring Club without an email? Unfortunately, no. You're going to need an email to sign up for it. So, the email, because one of the perks, the main perks, is that you get access to digital downloads, you need an email address to be able to get in there for that. You know? So, the bottom of the page is easier for me to see. There's no glare. And these are Prismacolor color pencils. This is white. Usually it takes me 3 or 4 hours to color a page. I'm actually making better time with this than I thought I would. But when I'm on live, it's like I'm kind of half coloring, half chit-chatting. I'm talking to y'all. I'm looking away from what I'm doing. You know, just adds way more time to it. But y'all are worth it. It ain't nothing. It ain't nothing to me. It ain't nothing to me. You know, I just don't like, I used to draw, like I used to only draw live. I didn't color live. Drawing, I really need to be like in the zone. Coloring is one thing, but when I'm drawing, like I can't fix those mistakes. Those are the kind of things that it will have me starting all over again, and that's gonna make me mad. But when I was mostly an Instagram girly, I would be on there drawing weekly with the girls, and I had to stop that. So come back up in here, and some of these highlights. Thank you, Ty. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to move you guys in a way that it won't get blurry when I color. But me and my girl Sheena, who is She Meets City, we had like, it wasn't a podcast, but it was like a joint live that we would do on there called Between the Lines, where we would answer questions about being professional artists and draw at the same time. And we took it very seriously. We were like, oh, we should make this into a podcast. And then life, you know, life. And I'm always like, what am I going to be talking about? You know, what am I really going to be talking about? I come on live, I don't be talking about nothing. I don't be talking about Nathan. I do have lots of thoughts and feelings, so I'm sure I can figure something out, but the crazies are filtering out. I know. We're making our way. Let me see what time it is here. It's 11:52. All right, we'll do some of the gold accessories, and then we will call it a nighty night. We'll see how far we get with that. Do I like this color? I do. Thank you so much, Snoozy. Hunter green will be a little too dark against this color couch. So we would have to do something lighter for the balance, or it will become way too dark. So but there will be green with this plant. All right, I'm gonna let that dry a little bit because the blue bled into it. Just let it dry a little bit. Okay. So I'm gonna do the legs now. So the color I'm using right now, I'm going to show you how I do my metallic effect to get it's looking real golden. So right now I'm using warm gray. And I am just going to go down and kind of trace down the middle, the like inside of it, you know? And I'll do it on this back leg as well. Leaving a white space in the middle. Then I'm going to take Potato Brown, which happens to be her skin color. And I'm going to go around that same area, but not as far in as I went the first time. Okay. Then I'm going to blend with the first color that we used, that warm gray. Do the same on the back. Just go in. And everything is going to bleed into itself. So I'm kind of accounting for that and how I do it. And then I'm going to go in with the raw umber color and just go into the darkest parts, just right around that very outer edge. Okay. What did Caroline say? Tell me. Someone tell me what she said. Why is everyone saying no, Caroline? Caroline, come to the front of the congregation. What did you say? Can you tell I have a 6-year-old? Tell me, what happened? Come on. Spit it out. She said it was weird. She has on socks. Girl, what the hell? Y'all just be coming on here and talk about anything. I ain't even gonna pay no attention to that. I'm sitting here coloring. You think it's weird that she has socks on. Okay. Caroline, do me a favor. Okay, Pumpkin? I want you to draw the girl with no socks on. Then I want you to color it, and I want you to show it to me. And then I'll tell you what's weird about yours. Okay? Do you want to do that? I think that's what we should do. I wish I could. And there it is. You walked right into the point. And there it is. I wish I could, but you can't. That's why I'm the artist and you're the public. Okay? It's not weird. You don't wear socks. That's fine. I would never think you're weird for not wearing socks. But I do think you're weird for thinking an illustration of a girl wearing socks is weird. You know? That's it. So, as we were going to add in a little highlight to the middle. We're going to use these and blendy blend. Girl, why do you only draw POC? That's a good question. Anyone care to answer that? Because I don't. Someone should ask the artist. Artist? Is the artist here? Why do you only do POC? When the artist comes back, I'm gonna ask her. Because that's a good question. And the people need to know. And to be clear, she doesn't The artist, that is, draw POC. She draws black people. Black. BLACK. Thank you. But I'm asking when she gets back. Okay? So, now I'm going to... I got you. I thought you were already a moderator. Confirm. Uh-oh, we got the big dog. We got the big dog. We got the Terminator. Y'all, see? Y'all done messed up. Y'all done messed up. Am I okay with white girls buying my coloring book? I'm okay with everyone who has green money. Skin color doesn't matter. Green money. You got that? I'll take it. Thank you. You think my mama gave a damn what white people thought when we had to buy white coloring books at the grocery store? Nah. The questions are silly. They're ridiculous. Ask something better. We need something original. Black coloring books just got here. Just got to Earth. Just landed. Here y'all come. Is it okay? Yes, it's okay. Just go ahead and get in and do what you gotta do. It's a coloring book. All right. Adding the gold over here. Thank you, Issa. They get on my nerves. It's just silly questions because it's not in good faith. It's not in good faith. What am I going to say? No, you can't buy it. Why would I say that? I literally spend my life selling these. Why would I say, but not you? But not you. It don't make sense. POC is person of color. I identify as that. That's something somebody else made up. Started calling us. I don't like it. I don't like it. Yeah, it is. It's very shameful. So deeply rooted. Many people can't even recognize it within themselves. That the inclusion of others makes them feel excluded, but they don't know why. Interesting. You know, what's interesting to me is that I'm surprised when I see representation of me. But some of you are shocked when you don't see representation of you. Outraged even. Who put a curse on my pencil? Who did that? Entitled. That's exactly the word. You know? Do I like coloring or drawing better? I think someone asked me this last time. What was my answer? Because I feel like it changes depending on my mood. I feel like I like them both in different ways. So I can't really say confidently which one I like more. But my first instinct is to say I like to draw more. Because if I didn't draw, I wouldn't color. So I feel like it's kind of like I mean, you can color without drawing, but it just feels different. This color pencil is broken from the inside. I just have a little more to do. Alright, I'm gonna just keep it dull. Let's see. How old was I when I started drawing? I've been drawing since forever, but the time where I was like, this will be my career, I will be doing something creative in the art field, I was 10 years old. I told my mom, I was like, I'm gonna go to art school. She was like, okay, sure, I was 10, like, yeah, whatever you say. And then 8 years later, I was like, no, I'm dead ass. I'm going to art school. And I went and I got me a Bachelor of Fine Arts, majored in fashion design, specifically women's evening wear. I was making gowns, y'all. Stunning, gorgeous gowns. And then I was like, wow, I don't like this. I just want to draw. Got a job in corporate, doing all the fashion merchandisey things, eating the girls up on the corporate ladder. Yes, ma'am. Got all the way up to director level, 6 figures, big body bands. Before I was 30, I was feeling like I was on top of the world. And I was like, yeah, actually, not the vibe. Not the vibe. So I'm gonna do something else. Started digital illustration, taught myself how to do it. Learning curve was wicked. The art was not arting, but I was posting it anyway. And the coconuts were coming. Okay. I still remember the feeling I had when I hit my first 100. And I still feel that way every time I hit a new milestone. Like, when I hit 100K, it felt just the same as hitting 100. It felt the same as hitting 400K. It all felt the same because I practice gratitude always. Never too little of a step for me to celebrate. And then, eventually, Coco Michelle grew into something bigger than I ever expected. And now this is what I do. Started the coloring books for real last year. And completely changed my life in ways that I did not imagine. And the vibes are harsh. What happened? I was just telling my story. What vibes are harsh? What happened? Y'all was talking about something else in the chat? Not y'all being dramatic. Good thing we're done for the night anyway. When there's this many people here, y'all know how to act. My God. We are on here coloring. You got Charlotte skedaddling out the chat. We need a cocoa emoji. There's a coconut emoji. They're still talking about the previous conversation. Not me with ADHD not remembering what the previous conversation was. I don't even remember. Isa, get your ass out of here talking about I'm avoiding that dress so bad. I told you I was doing the jewelry and then that was it for tonight. Nobody's scared of no dress. Y'all sound ridiculous. That's why Charlotte had to go. Y'all in here talking crazy. All about the race stuff. Yeah, nobody wants to talk about that. Nobody wants to talk about that. Feelings get hurt quickly. Anyway, Charlotte has Karen sisters. Just clear your chat, y'all. Very true. Charlotte said, have a good night. I'm not doing the dress tonight. There's been too many rotten coconuts. So we're going to come back tomorrow. I'm sitting here like, Charlotte, what happened, Charlotte? What happened, Charlotte? Sucks. Karen sisters will do it every time, won't it? Just got you out here embarrassed. Anyway, y'all, let's make tomorrow better. Let's all have a group pinky promise. Cause this was something weird. And this is why I didn't want to come on here. I'm gonna keep it on it. So, let's do a pinky promise. Tomorrow we're gonna come here on our best behaviors. Okay? Because we're here for the vibes. We're here to color. This is a fun page. I overall had a mostly good time. You know, I got my little licks back. That's a release for me from time to time. I ain't gonna lie, okay? Somebody got to catch this energy, okay? And it ain't gonna be nobody in this house because I love them and I care about them. But a stranger, a troll on the internet, why not? You know, why not? We all got our vices. But people are feeling charged up in the chat. I don't want that for y'all. This is a safe space. So tomorrow we're going to come in. We're going to be real light. We're going to get back to the coloring. We're going to get focused on what we came here to do. Any trolls that come tomorrow and forward, I'm going to do my best not to draw attention to it. It just be so automatic. So I might have to pray on that. God's still working on me, as I tell y'all every day. But we're all going to try. We're all going to try our best to ignore the negativity and just keep the vibes high. Okay? So make sure you guys come back tomorrow. We'll do the dress. We'll do the socks. We'll get this page looking good, looking tight. And I love you guys. I love you all the same. Okay? I don't love y'all less when I talk about I don't want to hop on live. But I don't love all of y'all. You know what I'm saying? I don't love the rotten ones. But the real ones y'all know. And I love you. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a beautiful night. And we'll get back into the art. We do it for the art. Good night.